Time is the one concept that an elderly person would be willing to trade anything they own for. The value of time is often only realised in moments when there's not much of it left. My life so far has led me to studying for an economics degree which took about 3 years to obtain. 3 years is about 3% of my time on earth. Countless hours spent studying at university across 2 different continents, costing me £19,750 in tuition fees. For what? To get a job, most would say. But what's it like if you don't want to use the degree you just spent all of that valuable time working for? Well, let me tell you, because I'm an economist that isn't doing anything to do with economics in my future. You see, during my degree I learned very many valuable skills. Analytical thinking, I learned about the UK economy, the world economy, how to understand the financial markets, all of these great things. But the reality is, over the next few years, because I'm not planning on using that knowledge and that information I now have, I'm just gonna lose it all. And I've worked so hard to get all of this knowledge, and it seems a waste for me to just let it slide, but I think I'm gonna do that. And it's exactly like when you're at high school and you go to some holidays or your spring break or whatever, and you forget every single thing you learned in the previous year. So why would I knowingly let myself forget all of this information I've just spent my valuable time working for? And the simple answer is that my future plan and my future career, I want to do something different to the field of economics. And the reason why I'm only fully discussing this now is because due to the pandemic, as literally everything is completely up in the air. During my time doing YouTube, especially my last year, a question I always got asked is, once you finish university, what happens to the channel? Because, you know, your student vlogs, once you're no longer a student, then you can't do student vlogs, can you? Or can you? And the simple answer is they were right. Once I'm not a student, I can't do student vlogs anymore. So I'm left with no choice but to do a master's. But this master's has a sort of twist to it, because I'm not doing a master's at university. Let me explain. A while back in a life update video, I talked about how I was auditioning for drama schools. This is kind of first news, but I might even look at doing a postgrad degree in MA acting. Now, drama schools are essentially tied to university, so if you do go to a drama school, you're essentially at university. I don't know, it's weird how it works. And I was talking about how I had several auditions for like low tier drama schools, middle tier like Russell Group drama schools, and then the kind of Oxbridge, Cambridge level of drama schools in terms of university. And after very many months, the results came in. I got completely rejected from the Oxbridge level drama schools like Lambda. Lower tier ones I managed to get into, and then I got into a few middle tier Russell Group equivalent drama schools. They're on the Federation of Drama School list. So my plan is to do a master's at drama school. Now, why would I do this? Why not just go and try and be an actor? Why not do something to do with economics? All of this sort of stuff is probably in your mind. Now, first up, I'm going to drama school because I've had auditions for stuff and I haven't got it. And when you don't get something, it basically means you need to train. So I'm going to train for it. Once I train and I get an audition, hopefully I have a higher probability of landing the roles I audition for. Now, before we talk about going to university in such a COVID pandemic, weird time, what can you guys expect from the channel next year? Like, imagine Casey Neistat, right, on his skateboard, and then imagine me, except I'll be in London going to drama school. That is exactly what you can expect, along with all this sort of master's content. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be very interesting. I'm excited. And I'm sure you can figure out why it took me so long to reveal this to you, because like many of you guys out there, university next year is very uncertain. So I wasn't too sure if I really wanted to pursue a master's this year, at this very circumstance, because obviously masters in drama, hugging, touching, dancing, and that physical contact may or may not be allowed next year. We'll have to wait and see. So by me signing up and saying yes to a masters this year, it meant I'm possibly tying myself into online learning, which is not what I want at all. I couldn't think of anything worse than a whole year of online learning. Now, I mean, especially for something creative. With university, it's what's kind of like most people just kind of, learn online anyway, so it won't make too much of a difference in terms of learning. So yeah, that was why I was kind of delayed in deciding if I really wanted to pursue it this year, so obviously I was delayed in letting you guys know. But my thoughts on coronavirus and the pandemic and university and education, should you delay your year, should you take a gap year, like what should you do? Because I guess clubs are going to be closed for a long time. And at the end of the day, by the time all of these clubs eventually are allowed to reopen, the reality is that they're going to be converted to restaurants because they would need some income source, and then there'll actually be no clubs maybe this year because they'll have to return back into clubs or whatever. Really, going to university this year is quite a sticky one. Me personally, I definitely wouldn't go to university this year, I don't think. I think I would wait out a year. Right, so I'm in the edit and I've literally just had to pause this and just think about what I've said. So this whole video, I'm announcing I'm going to drama school to go to university to do a year of study. And right here, I'm saying, you know what, I would take a gap year right now. I definitely would. What on earth? I know you're probably thinking that makes no sense, but I think what I mean is that I've already spent 3 years at uni. I'm doing one more. I need to get it done ASAP, so I'm just going to do it. But if I had a choice to go uni for the first time or take a gap year, I'd take a gap year. Wait for things to get back to normal. But then again, the problem comes where, you know, if everybody thinks like I do and thinks the same thing as me, I'll take a gap year, wait for things to be normal again, lectures back, clubs back, then the university this year will have no funding, and then when you actually end up going there, there'll be no events and it'll be a bit screwed. So it is really a sticky situation on whether you go to university this year. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And I don't really understand why lectures can't happen anyway, because never in my entire university career have I been to a lecture hall that has had more than 40% of the people there, except maybe in first year. Because where they're all recorded online, people watch them online. And I mean, there's enough room in lecture halls to be socially distanced by about 5 meters per person every single time I went in third year. So yeah, I reckon just keep lectures the same to be honest. Alright, so why did I not want to do a master's in economics or law or something like that? Well, I think just purely because I'm clearly into the creative side of things. So why did I not do a master's in economics if I just spent that time doing an economics degree? Well, the simple answer is when I went to university, I went purely for the experience. I never went with the idea of doing, you know, really well in my economics degree. I purely went to suss it out, to see what it's like, to make friends, and then the degree was kind of a byproduct of me going to have fun. So when I went to university, the degree was kind of really my secondary purpose of going to university. And it sounds silly because why on earth would I pay about 20k tuition fees for my secondary purpose aim of university? And I don't know, it was worth it though. It genuinely was worth that money. So yeah, the simple answer is that when I went to university, I liked economics. I wasn't super passionate about it. But out of all the things I studied during school and out of all the academic courses out there on offer, economics was my favourite. And then it was during university that I kind of started enjoying drama more. I started getting involved in student films. And it was only at university that I realised that I liked drama and wanted to go to drama school. And if I already had the passion for drama, I probably would have went about 3 years ago. But at the time I didn't. And I think that is why university is so great, because you know, some people don't think they discover what they want to do. Some people don't think they learn that much about themselves. But I do believe the reality is that if you do go to university, then you do learn a lot about yourself, about what you want to do, about friends, about life. And you know what, it's just a good crack. Like, it genuinely is. So I don't regret spending all that valuable time, as I said at the start, at university studying economics. Not at all. I would do it again if I could go back and choose. And then I'm going to move on to drama school. And my drama school course is going to be a master's, which basically means that, I get a master's. But it's a really condensed, intense course. And it's going to be back to school days, where if you're late, then you get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? University, you're late. I mean, if the lecture's feeling savage, then, they might call you out for walking in late. But at drama school, apparently, if you're late, they're like, hey, get out. You're not learning today. Because they want dedication. They want that sort of level of dedication. So yeah, I'm going to go to drama school in London, probably. And then I'm going to learn about acting, develop my voice, develop this, develop that. And then go to auditions, and then that's it. I guess this has turned into a bit of a life update video that's very, very, very long overdue. And I guess in my life, genuinely, I know I say this because Ali Abdo uploaded a video saying, I want to move to America, got better views. But for me personally, after traveling during university, I think one of my life aims would definitely be to go and live probably in America or somewhere abroad. And heck, I might even go to somewhere this summer, because this summer's kind of boring realistically, isn't it? Student vlogs trip to Budapest or something like that, just for subscribers only. That'll be a laugh. But yeah, I'm still waiting back to hear about the clerical check and stuff like that from my last results video, and I was basically saying like, yo, I was so close to getting a first in my economics degree, and then I missed out by like 1%, and then that 1% came from the fact that in one of my classes, I got about 30% lower than all of my other grades. So I was a bit like, whoa, bloody hell, what's happened here? And a bit mad. I was a bit mad if you saw my results video, but it is what it is. But guys, if you did enjoy today's video, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe down below, and get ready for me doing a master's, I guess. Student Vlog survives for one more year. Oh Lord, bless this video.
All up in my head, that's how I behave. Passing up the same, waking up the same. All up in my head, that's just how I behave.